And hello, I am Do Not Put Me on Pizza. Saiho is still here, and this game is rather ominously called Ending. No, it doesn't look like there's much on the screen from this game, but
yeah. So I was able to play it for like 2 minutes now, and it seems like it really looks similar to some very old classic roguelikes. So you could definitely draw some similarity to Necrodancer, where
the character is an @ symbol. Just be ready for that. So yeah, this is Ending. The goal is to get from level 0 to level 40. The goal of each level is get to the letter E without dying.
Yeah, so that essentially this is a turn-based strategy where there are lots of enemies. Each enemy has specific pattern of movement, and you can kill them.
Right, okay. I see where I didn't get as far as you then, because I actually didn't download it. I just played the live Flash version on the website. Yet again, one of my streams is stuck.
It works fine on my screen. Oh. It doesn't work on Twitch.
Yeah, so right now... Yeah, I have the opposite problem. For me, Blasphemous Stream isn't showing.
Okay, so since I have both, it seems that greenzsaber is actually 1 level ahead. I'm not sure
if... is on 5, they're both on 5 now.
Oh yeah, now they are both on 5. I'm not sure if we are able to tell what level they are on. Except for screen transition.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It felt very much like playing as Bard in Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Yeah, I like the minimalistic look of the whole game.
Yeah, it makes what the enemies do very clear.
Yeah, that's really nicely done. One thing that should be noted is that animations time are actually quite long, and there is no undo. So there is.
Of course, there's no undo.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's a roguelike and a puzzle game at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people can be definitely tempted to just press the keys as fast as possible without thinking, which will end up badly.
Yeah.
So far, a lot of puzzles are focused around the parity problem, where they are on the black squares.
Yeah, and also, yeah.
So there's...
Notice you can get squished against the exit.
Oh.
Because this happened a couple of times to Plasmas already.
There is no stand still move, so you cannot just wait in one place. Yeah. And the only way to achieve that is to attack an enemy.
That's why I compare it more to playing as Bard in Crypt of the Necrodancer, because in most roguelikes you can just press 5 and wait a turn. In this, you can't. And when you're playing Bard, you can't. Because like every other character in Crypt of the Necrodancer, almost every other character, you can just skip a beat and then move afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
So now greenzsaber is on level 10 and Glass is on 15.
Yeah.
A decent lead.
I wonder how long the game is. But hopefully not too short, because that looks really cool.
It's a really interesting looking game.
that looks so much better than Puzzle. So the funny thing is that when we played me versus Aaron, I actually don't know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Sorry if
Aaron,
I'm butchering that. We drew this game, and I had no idea that it's his submission.
Oh! So obviously that's why he redrew it.
Yeah. During the first round, I drew my own submission. Obviously, I cannot tell what it is because it have not been
that makes sense.
yet.
There's a game I been wanting to talk about for 3 months, but I can't because it's my submission for this, and I'm not even playing in this tournament.
Oh, Aaron says that 59 is the last level, so they are not racing the whole game.
Just most of it. Actually, Aaron, I have a question. So the top number in the top left looks to be a move counter. What happens when that runs out?
Wait, isn't it actually more like health? So I noticed that your character changes the amount of white pixel it has when you run out.
Yeah, I just noticed that as well. But that's as the turn counter goes down.
But it refills. It refills after each hit you do. After each time you kill an enemy, you gain few.
Oh no! It looks like. Oh yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, this game just got a lot more interesting, and it was already interesting. So yeah, this is. I going into this, I was hoping to discover some interesting puzzle games, and I think I've already found a couple, and this is definitely one of them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He didn't have to destroy that enemy.
And this is the Deep Blues level.
Oh, there's no king.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so this is a perfect example of you have to calculate each move. Nope.
No, that looks pretty good. Except there's another rows of them.
Oh.
And no.
Yeah, but oh yeah, that.
So this could wall Blasphemous Roar quite literally behind a wall of what looks like plungers.
The puns. But but it seems that he had it, he just made a single wrong move. It seems the pattern is completely the same for the first two and the next two rows. Oh, and now he has it.
Yeah, it's one of the things that looks pretty good about this game is it looks very consistent in how it works.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Okay. Oh, and glitched enemies. And suddenly it doesn't look very clear. Yeah, that seems like a premise of this game. One bad move and you have to repeat everything.
It's actually a really difficult game to comment on because I'm just sitting here trying to follow what's happening.
It's much easier if you focus only on a single screen.
Yeah, that's what I usually do, but I'm sitting here watching the single screen and focusing on it and not being able to speak because of it.
The game actually has incredibly good visual design. Everything that can kill you has a thick part near you. So if
it also makes enemy facing really clear.
Yes.
This is very live. Now off parity with this one, and how do you get past it? And now there's another one. Oh dear. That four-way spawner at the end of this level is going to be really difficult. And meanwhile, greenzsaber is now on the wall of plungers.
Yeah, so if I'm getting this right, those cross enemies that attack every adjacent square spawn every 4 turns, I believe. And you have... Yeah, and so it's an even number of turns, and if you want to attack one, you need a different parity. So if you are able to attack one, then you will inevitably end up with the wrong parity on the next one. So you...
Because that's something that definitely happened in Crypt and Necrodancer as well, because actually there's a couple of... There's at least one player who semi-regularly plays Crypt and Necrodancer in this tournament, Windu, but I don't know if he's still watching, but this game would probably have suited him rather well.
Yeah, so I was actually, I participated in Condor, that's a racing league for Necrodancer. Yeah. That was literally the only game in my life that I was speedrunning. I haven't figured out how your clones work.
As far as I can tell, they just do the move you do after you do.
Oh, right. And you can just use them. Okay. Well, yeah, so we're watching Roar while Saber is still on the chess level.
Yeah, and apparently Dark Ares is saying you can move through those app blocks, but neither player has realised it.
Oh, okay.
And it is important later, although that you don't need it here, but it might make things easier.
Okay. Oh, so Roar has different types of tiles now, where they don't... those are walls, but they don't have a dot in the middle, and they die when you kill an enemy next to it.
Ooh.
So it's definitely way more puzzly now.
And through... Yeah, this is... Yeah, wow. This game just keeps getting more and more interesting.
Yeah. So the puzzle that Roar is right now, it's the kind of puzzle where you really don't want to repeat the same kind of move several times in a row. So you just want to figure out what first 2 moves work, then what's the third one, that's what the fourth one, and so on.
And that Chef Moss is about to kill, yep.
And how to die in a 6th one.
So the one thing I was able to figure out before we went live is that plunger in a box, that's basically like the Necrodancer shove monsters, except you can't kill it.
Yeah.
It will keep shoving you if it can. Except it also has to rotate like everything else.
Okay.
So you have... The puzzle here seems to be working out how to dodge it while getting round to the other side of all these those traps, and he's done it now, but work out how to get through everything while also avoiding being shoved into a wall. Yeah, wow. This game. And now greenzsaber's on the level that had blasphemousroar stuck earlier, the one with spawner in the corner.
Oh.
Oh, and now off parity again.
Yeah, he's...
Rip. Could use those. Okay. That's pretty useful. But how do you get to the corner?
Oh, wait, so you can kill those with... You can kill those with the splash damage? I think that level started with 3 of those.
Because there's a row of spawners in front of it, and then the spawner at the back, which is the really obnoxious one.
Yeah.
Oh, got through.
Nice.
And now still 8 levels behind.
Okay, this one looks really easy.
I realised something about the way you have to get on parity with things by killing things. Necrodancer has a very similar thing where you can dig buffer to get onto a different party.
Yeah, but you cannot do dig buffering here.
Yeah,
I tried it
buffer
right
instead.
away. Yeah, that's...
And now we have the pet, which dies in one hit, just like you.
Oh, nice. So you have
swap places of it. Wow, there's a lot of classic rogue references in this game. Oh, nice. You actually have to sacrifice the pet to get through. Mean.
And oh, and he did it. Yeah, Rory is doing very nicely.
Yeah, maintaining an 8-stage lead, but looks like this level will not wall Greensaber as nearly as much as it did Roar.
Oh, and we have new mechanics.
I'm walking over the @ symbols now. They're actually doing pretty good time for this goal because so yeah, there is possible to actually restart the level. You have to click in the top right corner, I think it said.
Yeah, that's the case. Oh.
Oh dear. Now this level is an interesting one because there's a chain reaction which you have to avoid.
Yeah, the amount of mechanics that are introduced throughout each level is insane.
Yeah.
I don't think Rory realized how does it work, that it simply swaps. So you just have to move them to the outer part.
Point, the chain reactors and explosions will make everything else that dies explode. So you basically have to make sure that the spawner does not have anything touching it. Which is harder than it looks when the things chasing you around the level at the same time.
Yeah, and they have wrong parity, so...
And also the things that it spawns explode as well. Wow.
Oh, yeah, he's doing it really nicely now. Okay.
That's a big level.
The mistake is going to be very costly.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but that's really the best game we had so far on NPC.
This? I actually don't know. It's one of the... probably the most original game I've seen.
Oh, but so which other game did you like?
I'm trying to remember now.
Ha!
keeper. I didn't actually get to see that match yet, but it looks really interesting and very...
Well, I didn't like it that much because most of the puzzles later focus on, yeah, you knew the solution, but you made one bad move, and
yeah, very punishing. Yeah, some puzzle games, older puzzle games especially, I like that.
Yeah, especially older. I'm not a big retro fan. So, and I absolutely love the, let's say, new era of puzzle games, the Snakebird, Steven Sausage Roll, those kind of games.
Steven Sausage Roll looked like a very interesting game.
It is. Trust me, it is.
Oh, it is! I've seen someone play it, so I can't get the enjoyment of playing it myself now, but it looked like a really good puzzle game.
Yeah, and it gets, with each new world, it gets more and more ridiculous.
Yeah, I watched someone near the end of last year stream playing it all the way through. The last few puzzles get really clever.
Yeah. Although the last part, I'm not sure if you're... Okay, I'm not spoiling the last puzzle.
Spoilers.
But all I can say is that I was playing till 5 or 6 a.m. and I had this feeling I have to be done with this. I cannot go to sleep until I finish that game.
I guess that's a sign of a good puzzle game. Did you have anything important to do in the morning? That's the important thing.
I don't remember. Maybe I had something, but, well, not when I woke up.
blasphemousroar seems to not be able to work out how to separate these 2 4-way monsters at the end of this level to get past them. And
it looks like he's running out of patience a bit.
Possibly.
I mean, it's a very long level, the longest one by far.
You've played a lot of games, mystery games with him. Is that the sort of thing he's likely to do to run out of patience?
Yes. But so he plays really well when he is concentrated, but sometimes it happens that
he's not concentrated.
Yeah.
Got 2 levels left and a bunch of shelf monsters. And squish.
Is it fully? Oh, it is fully symmetrical. So the interesting part about symmetrical levels is that people quite often choose... At the start, you have essentially 2 symmetric choices, but people at some point decide to switch to the other half of the level, even though it doesn't change anything, and suddenly you lose all of the patterns that you should remember about the levels only because you broke the symmetry. So
I don't know if this game has some sort of priority system for which monsters move before other monsters do, but
I would assume... I know what you mean.
Have a priority system which can get thrown off by going the other side, which makes them rather interesting. And also very difficult for the player to work out what's going on. I mean, now Greensaber's onto the long level. Let's see if he can get through. Was that long level 38?
Yeah, I think that's the previous level.
It's 37 or 38. I've lost count.
I have no idea. I think it's one of them.
Thank you. Aaron confirming that the green is on level 38, just 1 level behind now.
Oh,
So this is
Roar
definitely
almost
a
had it. He made a one bad move to down
Well, I
instead
was
of
watching
right.
the other screen. Damn it.
Yeah, it's hard to follow. Oh, and now
But I
he
think
should
he said
run.
how only follow one screen at a time. It doesn't always work.
Oh.
Oh, on to level 4.
Oh.
And boom.
And I'm absolutely sure that he just pressed random buttons. Like he made few pauses and then suddenly just random streak. But it works.
Wow, this last level's hard.
Yeah, that I actually.
It's the same thing of you got to be out of the way of all the chain reactions.
So everything with a dot has a chain reaction, right?
Everything has, as far as I can tell you, everything with a dot in the middle will explode when it dies and force everything else that it kills to also explode. So which means that, except that the original explosion won't kill you, and that's dot done. Wow. 25 minutes, that's a pretty decent goal length in the end.
Yeah, it looked quite short at the start, but then levels got quite hard. Especially the last few. So I can only imagine how the last 20 levels look like.
Yeah.
Okay, greenzsaber is still not giving up. And Roar will show us the next few levels. Spoilers.
Oh, those levels. Wow. Oh, yeah, those levels get hard.
So it looks like it's more or less on the level is on the timer because you cannot kill those. So you just have to move as quickly as possible. Click. And where Roar was supposed to join us on the commentary. If you...
Well, he said he would, but I wasn't sure if he was joking or not.
You never know. Like, you literally never know with Roar.
And you know him better than I do.
It's interesting that the enemies can rotate 180 in one turn. And it's a big difference compared to other games like this.
Yeah, I don't think No. Oh, yeah, they can.
Like, suddenly a lot of other usual strategies you would do don't work.
Yeah.
But yeah, this level looks very frustrating. I think... Oh, okay, maybe.
Yep, and greenzsaber onto 39. Wow, those menu icons.
Which one is the restart button? And he quit the game. Oh, come on, Roar, don't give up. Take the game for us. Oh, wow, he changed some option in the menu.
Yeah.
Oh, it shows where you shouldn't move.
It shows you where you will die if you move there next turn, yeah. Wow. That wasn't in the paste bin.
Yeah, that would actually help a bit. Not a lot, but it's still useful.
Yeah.
And especially since it uses a different color.
Yeah.
And it will help you to figure out what enemies
Oh, hey
do.
there.
Figure out what enemies
Oh, hey
do.
there.
Oh, I can.
We have been doing.
Oh, I can.
We have someone who is being silent. By someone who is being silent. Don't worry, we're not being completely horrible about you behind your back. Not completely. Don't worry, we're not being completely horrible about you. Do you have sound issues? Because that didn't work. Meanwhile, greenzsaber's now on the last level.
Bonus points if I actually turned my mic on.
Yeah.
I apologize, everybody. My hard switch does some weird things, and I turned my hard switch off because of the.
We hear the echo of what we were saying 10 seconds before.
Yeah, because my hard switch does something weird.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, no, my stream is muted. Don't worry, everything's solved. I know exactly what causes that problem. If I'm in Discord, specifically if I'm in Discord and I flip the hard switch on my mic, it does that, and I don't get it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this was an interesting game. I kind of liked it. It was basically all about understanding enemy movement patterns.
Yeah. I made several comparisons to Crypt of the Necrodancer during it.
Yeah,
and NetHack as well.
Absolutely. Having some knowledge of roguelikes. One of my favorite genres is dungeon delving roguelikes. So definitely having that knowledge helped by a long shot.
By the way, to answer the question, you're probably wondering how close this was. Greenzsaber was on level 38, the long one, where you had to go round through all such stuff when you finished, and he's now on the last level.
Yeah, so you had like 7 or 8 levels lead.
An 8 level lead for quite a lot of that, and then he caught up right at the end while you were walled on 38.
Yeah, because 38 was definitely a bit of a pain. 38 had a lot of movement where basically if you made one mistake, it was over with. Oh, it was Aaron's submission, huh? Yeah, no, good call, Aaron. I liked it. No, this was a certain type of puzzle game that I really appreciated, honestly.
Actually, a little bit of extension to that story. Do you remember Puzzle, the game? This is one of the games that had to be redrawn because it was Aaron's submission.
Yeah.
So the thing that I liked about it, I definitely would say, is the speed of it. That it's the same problem that I have when I played Crypt of the Necrodancer. I'm really, really, really bad at playing Bard, and this game you can probably see why with how many times I would go and crash and burn, just making the same movements over and over again. And I'm trying not to. I know what movements I made, and I'm trying to remember the movements that I made, but I just it didn't. I keep hitting one key too many.
Oh, do you remember?
You're trying to go fast as Bard.
Do you remember how did you finish the second to last level, 39? Because from my perspective, it looked like you were very close to the exit and suddenly pressed random buttons, and there you solved it.
Yeah. Oh, so something about 39. I think the problem with the thing about 39 is that there was actually a clear victory, basic. Oh, wait, 39 was the one where they were. No, that was the last one. Yeah, 39 was like monsters. Weird. Say what?
Right. 39 was the level with the shove monsters on the left side, and you could go above or below, and then a few enemies near the exit.
Yeah, so it had like 4 quadrants, and the exit was on the right, and big cross in the middle of walls.
Yeah, that was just me getting those guys to push me into a position where anytime it was either that you basically had to make sure that either they were going to push you into an enemy that you could kill and recognize that you're going to be pushed forward, or kill something and then move in a direction where it's not going to hurt you. So it's kind of a bit of a weird scenario there. That level was definitely an interesting one. So it looks like Saber has the proper idea here that you have to isolate one of those, one of your exploding guys. And then he just basically has to rinse and repeat at that point because of the way that those layout is. So if he does that and then combines it all and then switches it up, goes down, moves back up, and does that exact same thing. Oh, but he might not be able to. I don't actually remember how I solved this. Isn't it interesting that I could solve it 5 minutes?
So you didn't solve it the way you're describing it, just to be clear.
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't. I see you needed everything at the same time and it worked.
So you made a big chain in a place where you were not standing, and suddenly the level was solved.
And suddenly the level was solved.
I mean, this feels like a story about this game that I did some random movements and then I'm smart.
This game allows for a lot of experimentation early on in the movement. Like if you try to just figure out a few things, like the speed of it lets me get right back to where I was instantly as long as I remembered what I did.
Oh, yeah. So the only small complaint I would have about this game is that the animation speed could be slightly faster.
Slightly faster?
Well,
yes.
Okay, so the animation speed doesn't matter.
No, you cannot press. You cannot move as fast as you want.
I don't know. I was able to move pretty quickly.
Okay.
I often slow down my inputs, but I mean, that's fair. It's.
Let me double check.
To hear you say this, because I would have thought that slightly slower would be better.
Yeah, and
that see what was happening with every move.
Okay, so I would say it's below, like if it would be 40-50% faster, it would be closer to the normal tempo of me pressing buttons in a puzzle game.
And you.
Oh, he gets it.
Oh,
there it is.
It doesn't really matter when you normally think about your next move, but when you are repeating the same pattern and while you're doing some trial and error.
Where you were, okay, yeah, I can see that.
So one of the tester's note, the tester's note has a good point. Actually, this is one of the tester's note that I really enjoyed when you understand the meeting is to get into the rhythm of the movement of the stage.
Because a lot of things have priority.
Yeah, you start being able to move around, and if you follow that beat, like in some of the levels where I have to, kill one guy above me, kill one guy below me, kill one guy above me, kill one guy to the side of me, by following that kind of like playing FFR on it, just going to town on it, defeating it, if you get into the rhythm and not try to rush the animations and everything, you're fine.
In a way,
I actually read that as a completely different interpretation. I thought it was more about movement parity and having to dig buffer.
I'm just going to mess with the stream here and move Paganini in and out of frame.
But yeah, I was made the comparison to dig buffering in Crypt of the Necromancer to get onto a different parity of the enemies, because that looked like it was important in some places as well.
Oh, all through the game. Yeah, dig buffering was the right call. Yeah. Like, it was such a core movement of this game.
Kill buffer.
Yeah, okay, kill buffering instead of dig buffering, but it's very similar to how Necrodance.
Yeah, it's a similar ability there. So I'm just noticing now. So there is one thing I did notice is definitely that there are. I guess every time you killed an enemy, you got some moves back.
Yes.
It's interesting that there's limited moves in this game because of these 41 puzzles. I didn't notice. Like I noticed, I just didn't feel.
It didn't seem to be a problem for pretty much all the levels, but you lose health every move and gain health for killing stuff. Yeah, and
I guess
it turns out you die.
It will be more important later.
Probably,
with some levels.
Or if you're bad at puzzle games.
I mean, most enemies respawn, so it won't matter.
Respawners, but a lot of the enemies don't respawn.
Yeah, but you have to. I don't know. It's 48 at the start, right? So 48 moves without killing anything.
Yeah,
that's a long time in this puzzle game.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's a very long time. I mean, it may be the case, like the 40. How do you pronounce that?
44th?
The level that greenzsaber is, right?
40, level
41.
Right.
Oh, okay, it's 41.
41st. It's 41st is probably what you were looking for.
Yeah, I thought it's level 40. And how do you pronounce F40TH?
48.
Okay, I don't hear the difference, but yay, English.
Yeah, English is a complicated language. So, what were you about to say there, Blas?
I don't. Oh, you can see at the end of the stage that he was on, the timer was counting down dramatically there.
Yeah,
you can see it start flicking one of those little pieces off of you every turn.
Yeah, that's one of the very few stages where you don't kill anything.
Yeah. So, well, thanks again for the game, guys. I'm going to go ahead and head out there. It was a blast. Sometimes, literally, there were bombs involved.
Yeah.
I like the sub. Good sub from Aaron Dobb there.
Yeah. Until the next puzzling, I've been Do Not Put Me on Pizza. That's been Sliho, and that's been blasphemousroar, and yeah.
I know, right? Dude comes in, commentates on the game that he raced, like terrible person.
Yeah, you're almost as bad as Alpha 5. And that's something.
Almost. By almost, you mean I'm still in the same view as him, but it's actually a couple million miles out. Just if you kind of turn your head a little bit, I'm in the same league as Alpha. We love you, Alpha. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.